This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2003 Ford F250, four-door extra cab. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, and it's a 5-speed manual transmission. Very rare truck. It was a theft recovery. We purchased from an insurance company in Las Vegas, which is a good thing. They don't go off-road in Las Vegas. So they sold it on a clean title, which is very unusual. 160,000 miles. Whoever owned it was very, I don't know if you call it anal or OCD or clean. Depends. Took really good care of this thing for an 03 with 160,000 miles. It looks very much like a 50,000 mile truck. It has tires that are all matching, and it has a spare. Tires look like they're at least 50% tread, probably more than that. Got locking hubs. There's your tread on the tires. Beautiful truck. We had to put a new windshield in it. As you can see, it had a crack in the windshield. That's what that blue tape is for. It was just done this morning. Went to detail. I think we put a couple batteries in it, and ignition and a door lock cylinder. When they ripped it off, they broke the ignition and the door lock cylinder. It has a remote from remote entry, factory remote. It's got some very minor stuff going on, but golly, it's a really nice truck. There's your tread on that tire. I did see a little bit of a ding in the bumper right there. See that or not? Let's see, what else? See a little piece of touch-up right there. Right there, right where my finger is. It's kind of good news when that's what you're trying to find on a 9-year-old truck. Well, there's nothing to talk about here, guys. That's good. Got some funky, someone obviously washed these things at one time and used the wrong cleaner on those rims. These old Ford 8-lug rims, you can find them on Craigslist just about everywhere, with tires for a couple $100. So you could buy a whole set, yeah, just to get one wheel for $100, $200. That rear bumper looks like it's down a little bit. So it looks like, yeah, it's got a little ding in it, and that's why it's leaning down like that. Rear bumpers on these things probably run, if you want to buy a good rear bumper, factory, probably $300. If you want to buy aftermarket, maybe $100. You got the tow hitch, you got the light package here. Boom, boom. There's your spare, which looks brand new. Let's see. This is kind of an interesting rooftop. This camper, this thing goes back on rails. See that? The whole lid slides back like that. I've never seen that before. There's your bed liner. Let's see, watch. Let me see if I can. And this thing slides down. Oh, it pulls out like that and then closes like that. There you go. It's got like rails or something on the roof. Yeah, these are the rails that it runs along. Interesting. Got a couple little touch-ups right here. Yeah, like I said, this thing was a really well-maintained rig. See a little bit of a crack here in the tail light. A little bit of a rub right there. See that or not? Beautiful truck. And it's a 5-speed manual, which means that our phones are going to ring off the hook. So whoever is a high bidder, please put in your deposit so that we can tell people it's really, really sold. We don't consider vehicles sold just on an agreement on price. We have to have a deposit or it's still for sale. Once we have a deposit, it's yours. You have 5 days to pay for it in full. That's how we do it. There's your Ford emblem for the passenger fender. That's the factory fender. I can see right here, I don't know if you can see it, but right here it says Ford on the core support. There's a new battery. Actually, we only put one new battery in. This was the battery that came with it, and that was a new battery, so it's one new battery. There's your Ford emblem for that fender. And right here, it's hard to see, but it says Ford right there also. I like to point that out because that always helps people know that parts haven't been replaced or whatever. Anyway, it's a beautiful truck. Let me put the interior is obviously very above average. Passenger driver's seat looks unbelievably good. Anyway, since it's a 5-speed, I'm going to have to call somebody out here to help me drive it. I'll have Jason come out here, help me drive it. Ugh. Alright, before we start, there's your miles. You have tilt, cruise. Why don't you give us a little demonstration of four-wheel drive first, make sure that we're all doing that. There's your four-wheel drive. That's pretty low. That would definitely pull. That was reverse. Now we're going to 4 high. And forward. And reverse. Yes. Wow. I guess that's why they want the 5 speeds. They want to pull the entire neighborhood. Anyway, this truck is really good shape. Obviously, you've got a CD player, cassette, which is kind of unusual. That's old school. Turn on some air here, make sure we've got air. Let's see. The air's working fine. Anyway, this is a really nice truck. It's a 5-speed manual, which means that 1 million people are going to be on this thing. Automatics get a lot less attention, so if you really want this truck, please bid early, bid enough. While you're doing the back and forth dance with us, somebody else is going to bid more. That's what happens every time. Anyway, nice truck. Check it out. Thank you.